Hey guys, it's Savannah and welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024, and it is time for the last podcast episode before Christmas. I am so utterly surprised and shocked and cannot believe where the time went because this is the last podcast episode of 2024. I cannot believe how quickly this year has flown by. I cannot believe all of the changes that have been started this year for my life, and I am honestly so thankful for all of you guys who have been here with me on this journey and cannot wait to see what 2025 brings in my life and in all of yours. So thank you guys for watching these episodes, for subscribing, liking, commenting, supporting my designs, and just supporting me and with all of you, with what you all do, interacting with my channel and everything. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope your Christmas and New Year are absolutely incredible. In other news, it is in the 60s again this week in Tennessee, and I am over it. I cannot keep up with Tennessee's weather, and I feel like this happens every year, just in a different season. If you guys are not aware, Tennessee's weather has a mind of its own. So every year it seems like the weather is doing something crazy. It just is dependent on what season the crazy happens in. But yeah, I cannot believe that Christmas is next Wednesday. Like, honestly, it is absolutely surprising. It sneaks up on me every year, but I do have everybody's gifts purchased, so that is honestly a weight off my shoulders, so yay for that at least. But I will be traveling down to my Mima's with my parents and sister next Monday, so I will be pretty much away from everything, so I am preparing everything I need to pack, and I have plans on what I am going to pack crochet wise. So yes, that is a whole other issue in and of itself right now. But I'm hoping to read at least one book while I'm down there. I just have not decided which book I'm going to take, but I have a to be read pile that is probably taller than me at this point. So yeah, that is, I am honestly thinking that when I stop working evenings and have time to, I am going to wrap all of my to be read books, randomly number them, put those numbers in a bowl or bottle or container of some sort, and randomly choose, so that takes pressure off of me on choosing what to read. But yeah, anyway, that is all of the plans I have to talk about. So let's get started with talking with the whips of these last couple weeks. First up is my 2024 Disney Attraction Club blanket, and I am happy to say I have finished off February on the blanket and am getting ready to add March to it. I have March all wound. This cake has gotten a little crazy from just sitting around and getting knocked over a couple times, but this colorway is Star Tours, and it is going to look absolutely gorgeous next to Carousel of Progress. The contrast between these tan, brown, orangey colors to the white, but still maintaining those pops of blue from People Mover in here, is going to look absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to see how that looks. This has kind of gotten pushed on the back burner with the Advent projects that I am working on, but we'll get to those in a minute. The measurements are that the actual length of the side is 23 inches, and the length across the blanket is 37 3/4 inches. So it is getting up there. It is getting to the point where it is starting to feel like I'm wearing a blanket while working on a blanket, but not fully yet. The row count is 44 rows, which means I have 44 individual corner to corner squares or tiles, whatever you want to call them, in each one. And so I'm thinking I will probably add 15 rows, maybe. Well, no, hang on, let me think back to that. So this section was 30 rows. This section was 14 rows. Maybe I'll get 10 rows out of Star Tours on this blanket, but we will see for sure once I am working on it. But it is exciting to see those color changes and the length of the color sections change. That is always just so exciting when I'm working on projects like this. But I've not added these to my bag yet because I've not shown them yet, but this is what I have left over from People Mover and Carousel of Progress. They will go in my DK weight scrappy bag, so this will be very exciting to add to the blanket eventually. But yeah, it is always exciting adding new stuff to those. So yes, I'm very excited. But yeah, for a reminder of those who have not been here before or have not seen this blanket yet, I am doing a corner to corner blanket, but instead of just regular double crochet, I am doing 2 sets of wrapped double crochet for each tile. So what that entails is working a double crochet and then working the next double crochet around the post of the previous double crochet. So that's 2 sets of those, and it creates this lovely image and texture for the blanket. And so I'm very excited to be working on this blanket. I am in love with this stitch and the texture of it right now, and so hopefully I don't get bored of it by the time I am all the way through the blanket, but we will see. But yes, that is all I have for this project. So let's get on to the next one. Alright, my next one is the project I've been working on for the Fasten Off Yarn Along. It is the Spires Shawl by RBS Crochet, and if you have not seen this one before, this is an absolutely gorgeous shawl, and it is almost to where it'll actually wear like a shawl, which is very good because I am on the last increase repeat section before I get to the decreasing. So right now, these little wing points, as I've been calling them, I have 7 of them, so by the time I'm done with this repeat I will have 8 of them, and then I will get to the decreasing section. But I absolutely am still in love with how this stitch pattern looks when worked up. Like, I love these little lines and valleys and hills that you see, and I am in love with the feathered look that the fabric gets with the repeating. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is still inspiring me to want to design my own winged shawl. So more on that in a little bit. The actual length of it is sitting at 32 inches across the top, and the depth is 14 inches from here to here. So it'll get a little bit bigger when I am done with it, but it is at a very good length for it because it is designed to be on the thinner end of everything shawl wise. So it is definitely not normal for the shawls that I have designed in the past or have crocheted from others' patterns in the past, but it is a very fun experience for me and I'm very excited by it. But this is all I have left of the yarn cake, and I'm crossing my fingers that I win yarn chicken and do not lose it. This yarn, I forget the name and brand of it and everything, but it is left over from the tie I crocheted for my fiance this very beginning of this year. So it was sitting in my stash, but it is fingering weight, and I have been using a 3.5mm crochet hook for it. The pattern calls for a 3.25, but I did not have one when I started it, so I just went up a size. But yeah, that's all for this shawl, so let's get on to the next one. Alright, we are at the first of the patterns I'm designing for Advent using my Advent calendars. This is the beginning of it. It is a scarf. It is a scarf. I've done shawls the past couple years, but I wanted to do a scarf this year, so that's what I am doing. And the working title for this is the Alpine Landscape Scarf, and that is because I have been working alternating sections of crossed double crochets, wrapped double crochets, and then a section of crossed and wrapped alternating in the row. So it kind of looks like little mountains and trees and stuff that remind me of pictures of the alpine landscapes that you see. So that is why I'm calling it the Alpine Landscape Scarf. But right now, this is 4 colors from my Advent calendar. It is at 83 rows. It is 7 inches wide and 12 inches long, so each color is getting about 3 inches. So by the end of it, it'll be 3 times 12, no, 3 times 24, about 72 inches long, I think. I am not checking my math right now, but I think it'll be at about 72 inches long by the time I get through all 24 colors. But I am loving how it is looking so far. So that is this. But I am also doing a cowl version because this is fingering weight yarn and I had a lot left over once I got 3 inches done. So I decided to do a cowl version as well. Again, it is 4 colors so far. Laid flat, it is 12 inches across, which means it's a 24-inch circumference approximately, and it is about 2 3/4 inches tall, and each section is getting about 3/4 of an inch. It is so much fun to work on, and I am loving how it is working up in the cowl versus the scarf, but it still looks so similar. So the working title for this is the Alpine Landscape Cowl. So yes, I'm doing two Advent projects with 1 calendar. So I'm losing my mind a little bit apparently. Even with all of that, I still have enough left over from each one to have scraps for my fingering weight scrappy blanket. But these are the colors so far. The first 3 are all really similar, dark red with varying undertones in them. But with color 4, you're starting to get into orange. So it is a very exciting calendar to watch the colors come through. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. But that is all the projects I've worked on the last couple weeks. So let's get on to the stash enhancements, why don't we? Alright, first things first, let's talk about the daily advent, because there is a lot of them left. So you've seen the first 4 in the projects. This is number 5, absolutely gorgeous orange. Number 6, seven, you're getting into yellows here. 8, a yellowy green, which is absolutely gorgeous in person. 9, 10, 11, I love this green. 12, which is a tealy color. 13, getting into blues here. 14, I love these colors. 15, you're getting some hints of purple in there. 16, really seeing the purples in this one in person. And today's number 17, I love this one especially. But that is all from the Greatest Show Calendar by Castleview Yarns. And the name list is on the back, but I'm not going to read through them right now. I have opened all of them on short videos, and you can find them on my channel in my shorts section, so you can go see my reaction to opening them and hear their names. But I also have a weekly, which is being held in my full-side bucket bag because it makes a great bag yarn holder. So I showed y'all the first color last time. I've not wound it yet, but I've got plans for it. This one is color 2. Let me find the name for it real quick. This is color 2. It's called Prepare the Royal Highway. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then color 3, which is called Hark the Glad Sound. I love this pink. This calendar is the Rejoice calendar from Holly Dye Works. I have met the dyer at a twice in the last couple years, back in April of both this year and last year at the Great Smoky Mountain Yarn Fair. She is a lovely person. She is local to Alabama, but she is such a kind person and has incredible yarn. She mainly dyes based off of literature, so she has some great, wonderful colorways on her website. I will link her down below. But the plan I have for this calendar is I'm going to be attempting to design a shawl that has got what looks like feathers or wings, because I am absolutely in love with this fire shawl and I want to attempt my hand at it. And I think that these yarns will show absolutely incredibly in a wing shawl style. So that is what I'm planning on doing. I plan on winding up the first color here before I leave for the week to go spend Christmas with my Meemaw. So I will hopefully have progress for y'all after the new year on this. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for joining me for my last podcast episode before the new year. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Give this video a like And please comment down below what y'all are working on with your Advent projects. And until the new year, happy crocheting!